If this doesn't qualify as a dark area, what the hell does? Just that one room? I will say, at least I'm not getting that, like, feeling from it because you're not really moving.
I'm sure that's why they designed it.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay, I get it. Get rid of that. God damn.
Falling apart. Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together.
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
That is a low door. Look at that rat. Eating what appears to be earthenware jug.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent...
I don't like you.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
Anything useful around here?
I'm at a crossroads now. God damn it, that's such a cliche.
Yeah, it is.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know...
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him.
That's a nice chess set.
No, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
More rats. Why did that have a jump cut like that, whereas the first one didn't? That's so weird.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favorite Bordeaux.
He was a raging alcoholic.
Dad, this is it. The basement of despair.
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there. See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
Alright, so there's an Anubis head. How do I get to that? Because that looks more fun. An Egyptian god of the dead. Looks way more welcoming than this Resident Evil 7 bunker.
one of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
I don't understand how that would work. There's supposed to be some hidden information on it.
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Okay.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Hey, Maddie. See this statue? It's not an old bis, it's...
This bust of Anubis was
Anubis!
from Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition.
And then...
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Huh.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even...
What's with all the grubby handprints? Or am I the only one a little bothered by that?
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but...
That's worth knowing.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
So, a bust of Anubis.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it, though. Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Burn, baby, burn.
I've reached the monastery.
Dad was looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But
Okay, okay.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly? I remember this now. each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Ah. So do we see Anubis anywhere?
I can't tell.
'Cause that's going to tell us the combination. So Lara's birthday surprise was the Anubis bust.
Now, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think...
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
Jaffa Cakes must to William Blake.
It's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I bet if I... No?
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Is this on vellum?
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
Okay.
X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me into the West Wing.
But it's forbidden!
All right. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden West Wing. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
Ah. So that was the reward. So that was what, 2 birds?
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been paying attention.
This was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
Didn't you? This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
That's a cool bear.